It's wonderful to see all of you on this occasion of leadership development. The world is changed today. Us, the teachers, the mentors, will all become outdated if we do not change with the phenomenal change in the digital world. It's rapidly going to such high stakes that today children can access the best of the minds in the world and come up with very positive and very strong answers. The future teachers and mentors will have to dwell a lot on research, and that should become the portal. Children are more strong, more self-confident, more research-oriented today, and are taking on the reins of the world at a faster pace. We used to have people come at the age of 40, 50s to take up some leadership roles. Today, a lot of corporates and many other places, young children of 25, 30 are taking up huge leadership roles, be it politics, be it in the education, be it in the corporate fields. The rise is unbelievably seen. And I've always felt that three foundation, basic from best of the research from US and Europe, which gives us what we are made of. The very first point is the genes, genetics. So that's why each child is different from each other. And the genes play a very big role in your development, in your decision-making abilities, your choices. The second is the environment, and this is very important. The environment is platforms the school should offer, the institution should give you, they should get good mentors, should get good colleagues, good accessibility to world portals. So the environment changes you enormously. It makes you grow exponentially. And that's very important in today's life and world. And the third I see is the unique spark. And today the unique spark is present in everyone. Believe me, the potential is hidden. It's only that you will have to be conscious, you will have to nurture it, and then sustain it and raise it to huge levels. So I believe, ladies and gentlemen, here, children, there is no limit to your growth. I just want to tell you a small, beautiful story on human endeavor. There's one young man. We have a very famous race in Australia from Melbourne to Sydney, 875 kilometers. It's a 7-day, 8-day run, marathon run. 7 days, 8 days. And when this marathon was being conducted one time, well, youngsters of just 20 to 30s could make this huge marathon. A 62-year-old man came in there and he said, I would like to run on this marathon. And the organizers saw him with just, didn't look very strong. And they almost denied him entry. And he told them, you can't do that. There is no, your brochure does not say the age limit. And he got that opportunity and he ran. He ran and ran. He never read the brochure that he had time off to sleep. He hardly bothered to sleep, taking a break of 1 hour or so and then running along. And believe me, he made an unbelievable record over the years for this beautiful Melbourne to Sydney race of 875 kilometers. He made it in 5 days, 2 days earlier than all his competitors of very young age. And that shows the human spirit. And that is the spirit I'm sure each one of us have in us. Gone are the days where it took big industries to make billions of dollars in centuries. Today, very young entrepreneurs like Mark Zuckerberg, and talk about these people who are college people who are making billions of dollars in the span of 6-7 years. The growth is phenomenal for you youngsters. What you're going to do, I'm sure this generation will change the world, will change the country. It was prior to Second World War, even First World War. The conglomerate of nations did not have a place. Anyone who was very strong, he could just rule the world, maybe US, maybe United Kingdom at that time. And then after the World Wars, they decided that they need a platform. And that's how the United Nations came into a big play. However strong, however weak it may be, but it's a platform. With majority of the nations forming the membership, and it's running this program to a great extent, keeping the world views there. So we may have veto signs of the core members, but then it's a platform where people can meet and talk, at least the nations' heads can talk. And to make this more effective, I'm so happy that Model United Nations MUN is being implemented in all the institutions. And more happy that I've seen the youngsters take it so strongly, vociferously, with well-researched platforms. And I see sometimes the adults will fail to match them. And that gives a great pleasure for the new generation to take on. Our country is growing at a very fast pace. In the next 2 decades or so, 20 years or so, 25 years, the predictions of the economic forum in the world is that we'll be the third greatest economic hub in the world. Maybe outbeat US also. We're growing phenomenally, and no other generation is going to take that forward. And what will take forward is leadership. What will take forward is your new ideas. What will take forward is the research, your independent thinking, and how you will be able to lead other millions of your brethren who may not have the advantage of such platforms. I'm so happy that lots of you are taking active interest in this beautiful leadership growth platforms. We have a Nobel laureate on child abuse. We have Kailash Satyarthi, who made a phenomenal change in our country. What a man he was. He's been started a lone runner for this wonderful saving of abuse of small children, the worst thing which can happen, because they don't know what's happening. They are children, mentally weak, physically weak, innocent, and they can be put into huge amount of labor, lot of physical abuse, and there's no one. The worst is our society is so cruel that such children who were condemned were not respected by the society, they were disrespected and caused them more harm psychologically, and many would succumb to such wrong social learnings. I'm very happy the topic today is very live, abuse to children, and you children will be more linked with it because you understand how it happens. I'm also very glad to see that we launched a small program in the school on girls' security, and then we have already so many children trying to come up and take interest in this platform to make it happen. Every place we need to strengthen first the children if the nation is going to survive tomorrow. If the nation is going to grow, it's going to be with the children, not with adults. They already crossed the paths. So I would really appreciate the children for taking this onus and make this happen. Do a lot of research, children. Take leadership every place, every moment you get, any way you form a small forum, form group of people. Make it happen. Let it extend. Kailash Satyarthi showed the way. A lone member today has made constitutional amendments in the parliament within 6 months' time. And that's a huge thing for compulsory education, for right to education. And many changes he is trying to do. Hats off to this huge personality with a very, very kind and beautiful heart. We are proud that he is an Indian and has shown us a light path of this most striking talk today of child abuse. I am confident that you will make this into a beautiful program which will carry in your hearts and make us proud that you will set this platform rolling. Thank you very much, children. We welcome you. God bless you all.